welcome to Vijnan Saraswati channel, and today we will see one more important topic in engineering physics and of course engineering mechanics, damped harmonic oscillator, damped harmonic oscillations or oscillator, whatever. So, in damped harmonic oscillator, in the previous videos if you see, first you see simple harmonic oscillator, their harmonic oscillations, periodic oscillations to and fro, and the force, restoring force acting on a particle is directly proportional to displacement and acts towards its mean position. So, all those things we discussed. But in simple harmonic motion, the basic thing that we considered is, and the surrounding friction is not considered, it is pure oscillation, ideal cases are considered. So, in that case, when you set into oscillations, it's keep on oscillating till somebody stops it. Okay, but whenever some medium is there, in some medium, in some fluid, the oscillator or any particle is getting vibrated, doing oscillations, performing oscillations. In that situation, the frictional force, due to that frictional force, gradually that amplitude of that oscillation decreases. So, damping takes place. So, that such oscillations are called damped oscillations, damped harmonic, to and fro is there, damped harmonic oscillations. Of course, the restoring force condition will be obeyed in this also. The restoring force is proportional to displacement and opposite to its direction, that is, it acts towards mean position. Additionally, frictional force acts due to fluid. Okay. So, in that situation, how will be the equation for damped harmonic oscillator and what is its solution? Finally, what we are going to obtain, we will see. And few examples, if you see the LCR oscillations, and see if you switch on bike, then in the speedometer, the needle moves fast and comes fast, right? That is one example. And if you suspend a simple pendulum in liquid, any liquid, thick liquid you take, just engine oil, then it slowly comes to its mean position. It does not perform any sort of oscillations. That is also one of the case we are going to discuss in this. First we will see damped oscillations and equations for damped oscillations, and that solution, those things we will see. Okay. So, in case of damped oscillations, the first case, if you see, when you set into oscillations, as we discussed in previous class, in case of simple harmonic motion, when you set into oscillations, one example, simple example is simple pendulum example. Okay, the restoring force acts on it, on that particle or on the pendulum. So, that restoring force F is directly proportional to minus x. So, to remove proportionality constant, we can write restoring force F is equal to minus kx. Let us give equation to that, equation number to that. Now, when it is suspended in a fluid, air, whatever you take, liquid, due to that fluid, a opposing force will be there, that is frictional force due to frictional force acting on simple harmonic oscillator due to surrounding medium. Okay. So that frictional force is directly proportional to its velocity, the oscillator velocity, particle velocity. In general, you can observe whenever if you riding on bike, if you go slowly, the opposing force will be less. If you go a little faster, the opposing force due to air will be more. That is, the frictional force offered by medium on that moving particle is proportional to its velocity, but acts in opposite direction, right. So, to remove proportionality constant, we will add some constant, or here K is restoring force per unit length, simply force constant. Okay, and this is one more step. If I write here minus r into dx by dt, if x is the displacement, velocity will be dx by dt, and r is what? Frictional force acting per unit velocity of the particle. Frictional force acting on moving particle or oscillating particle per unit velocity of it. Okay. So, because these two forces are acting on the oscillator, now let us write equation for net force. Therefore, net force according to Newton's second law, m into d square x by dt square. So, net force is equal to minus kx restoring force, and this is frictional force. Okay. So, if you write m into d square x by dt square plus or dx by dt, I am writing the right side values to left side, plus kx is equal to 0. Okay. So, let us divide with m d square x by dt square plus r by m dx by dt plus a by m x is equal to 0 we get. Now, d square x by dt square plus 2b dx by dt plus omega square x is equal to 0. Let me give equation number for this. Equation 3, and 2b is r by m here, and omega square is a by m. So, this 2b you can call it as damping constant. See, whenever in the equations, if you find a b and omega, they are trying to give some relation between them or comparing, when you find b, think that it represents frictional force term and omega represents restoring force term, that physical parameter. Okay. So, equation 3 is the second order differential equation of damping harmonic oscillator. Okay. So, now we will see its solution, then what may be the x, those things we get. Solution of the solution for equation 3. So, in the equation 3, let us think that, let us take x something like that equation 3 has solution something like x is equal to a into e power alpha t. Okay. It's a very simple thing, because that equation has d square x by dt square and also has dx by dt. So, we will differentiate it and we will substitute in that equation. That is the thing we are going to do. Now, dx by dt is how much? A alpha into e power alpha t. Similarly, d square x by dt square is how much? A into alpha square into e power alpha t. Equation 6. So, when you substitute equation 4, 5, 6 in 3, we get d square x by dt square is a into alpha square e power alpha t plus 2b into dx by dt, a into alpha into e power alpha t plus omega square into x is a into e power alpha t is equal to 0. Okay, so here we can take a into e power alpha t common, then we get alpha square plus 2b alpha plus omega square equal to 0. A into e power alpha t cannot be 0, therefore only one possibility is this equation must be 0. Right. So now this is the quadratic equation. Let us find out roots for this. So alpha minus b, that is minus 2b plus or minus root of 2b square, b square minus 4a, a is 1, c is omega square, so 4 omega square by 2a is 2. Okay, so how much we get here? Minus b plus or minus 4, if I take 2 will be get cancelled, b square minus omega square. Now two roots are there, alpha 1 is minus b plus b square minus omega square, and also we have one more value minus b minus b square minus omega square. So now the solution, what will be the solution, we'll see. Okay. Let us substitute this alpha in equation 4. So from 4, if you write x is equal to a into e power alpha 1 t, let us take it as a1 plus a2 into e power alpha 2 t. If you substitute here these values, x is equal to a1 into e power alpha 1 is minus b plus root of b square minus omega square into t plus a2 into e power minus b minus root of b square minus omega square into t. So this is the solution of that equation. Okay. This is the solution of equation 3. Clear? So that solution has a1, a2 and importantly b square root of b square minus omega square. Based on that b square and omega square values, the further these damped harmonic oscillations will be divided. Okay. Now we'll see those things. So this is the solution of obtained equation x is equal to a1 e power minus b. So based on these b square omega square values, how by comparing those values we can divide this damped harmonic oscillators into again 3 categories. So let us see first case 1. So case 1 is if b square is greater than omega square. This is one case. This case is called over damping case. Over damping. See, the B represents here frictional force, omega represents restoring force. So, any medium in which these frictional forces are more than the restoring force, then obviously if you set, even if you set the oscillator into vibrations, it does not perform any oscillations. For example, we will see when you suspend a pendulum in oil, then you leave it, just raise it, leave it, and what happens, it slowly comes to its mean position. So, those are over damping oscillations. Okay. If B square is very much greater than omega square, see the first term, in the first term here, that root value, whatever the root value you will get, B square minus omega square, B square is greater than omega square, and the root of that value, whatever you will get, is less than that of B, right? Whatever the root value you will get by applying this condition, whatever the value you will get, it is less than B, right? That means what? This part exponential negative value you will get, exponential decay here, exponential minus B some value into t. Similarly, here also this is negative value, again this is going to be negative, e power root of whatever the value will be. That is, in the solution equation, when this condition is applied, two exponential values are in negative, that is exponential decay is there. So, from this we can say that x is not oscillating, there is no oscillating motion, just simply it is decaying, slowly it is decaying, so it is over damping case, right. Now, we will see case 2. Here example, if you want to have an example, oscillations of, no oscillations will be there, oscillations of simple pendulum in a suspended in a thick oil, high viscous oil. How many oscillations will be there? No oscillation. When you raise it, it slowly attains its mean position. That's all. Now, case 2, B square is equal to omega square. This case is called critical damping. Critical damping. B square minus omega square, B square is equal to omega square if you apply in the solution. So, root of 0, these things mathematically not feasible, but what is the main thing is, the value B square minus omega square tends to 0, it becomes very lowest value, lower value. So, let us take this as B square minus omega square as some h. Then if you substitute in that equation, x is equal to a1 into e power minus b plus ht, right. Let me take b square minus omega square as h, ht, h into t total, plus a2 into e power minus b minus h into t. So, x is equal to a1 e power minus bt. I can take common, okay, let it be e power ht plus a2 into e power minus bt into e power minus ht, and if I take e power minus bt or common over here, a1 into e power ht plus a2 into e power minus ht, we get, okay, and if you expand it, e power minus bt into a1, 1 plus ht 1 plus ht plus so on you can write, plus a2 into 1 minus ht plus minus so on you can write. Higher order term we are neglecting. So e power minus bt, this is a1 plus a2 plus h into a1 minus a2 into t. Okay, a1 plus a2 and plus h into a1 minus a2 into t, and this is e power minus bt, p plus qt we can write, where p is a1 plus a2 and q is h into a1 minus a2. Okay, this is mathematical calculations, you can do it. Now important thing is this equation. What we got for x here is important, this one. See, the amplitude term, this e power minus bt is there, that is decaying. P plus qt is t, with increasing t, p plus qt is positive. That means what? Initially, for initial time, the oscillation, the amplitude is rising. After that, fastly it is falling. That is e power minus bt. In many oscillations, LCR oscillations, and in bike ignition, when you start, in those cases, you can observe this type of oscillations. These are critically damping oscillations. Okay. Now we will see case 3. What is case 3? We have taken b square greater than omega square. Case 3 will be b square less than omega square. This is under damping case. Okay. Under damping. Under damping. This is the under damping case. Now, when you apply there b square minus b square is less than omega square in this equation, see, this root value will be negative. Okay. So, b square, root of b square minus omega square can be written as I square into omega square minus b square root. So, this we can write as I into root of omega square minus b square. Let us take as h, some h, okay, or we can take another value if you want. So, h is root of omega square minus b square, right. Let us substitute in that equation, x is equal to a1 into e power minus b plus ih into t plus a2 into e power minus b minus ih into t. So, x is equal to again a1 into e power minus b plus ih, e power a1 into, let me separate it, minus bt into e power ih t plus a2 into e power minus bt into e power minus iht. Okay. See here, h is taken. If you want to take some another value, you can take beta or some gamma, whatever. If you want to take, you can take, right. So, x is equal to, just to avoid the confusion, because here h is taken as root of b square minus omega square. There h we are thinking as root of omega square minus b square. This h is, that h is different. So, there instead of h you can take beta or some alpha dash, some gamma, no problem. So, e power minus bt if you take common, a1 e power iht plus e2 e power minus iht will get. Now, e power minus bt a1 into, here e power iht in this is cos ht plus I sin ht we can write. Similarly, plus A2 into e power minus I theta, e power minus I theta, cos theta minus I sin theta. Same thing I am writing, cos HT minus I sin HT. So, x is equal to x is equal to e power minus bt into cos HT will take common, then you will get A1 plus into cos HT, I sin HT if you take common, I into A1 minus A2 sin HT. So, let us take A1 plus A2 as sin phi, I A1 minus A2 as cos phi. Directly I am writing here. So, e power minus bt, this is cos phi, I am writing as A1 plus A2 as sin phi, and I into A1 minus A2 as cos phi. Now, we got sin phi cos HT, cos phi sin HT, that is sin of HT plus phi. This is the final equation we get, right. So, when you take sin value maximum minimum plus 1 minus 1, that means what? The amplitude E minus Bt will be plus e power minus Bt minus e power minus Bt. And if I draw a graph for this, if you draw a graph, how it will be, we will see. This is x and the time. Then the maximum amplitude is e power minus Bt plus, this is minus e power minus Bt. So, the amplitude wave, that wave, whatever oscillation, the displacement or amplitude of that oscillation initially is more, in this manner it decreases. That is, exponential decay is there. Okay, somewhere here let me write, exponential decay is there. That is the characteristics of these oscillations. That means what? In general case, these are the under damping oscillations. When you suspend a simple pendulum in air and when you set into oscillations, initially it will have a higher amplitude. Due to frictional force of air, the amplitude gradually decreases. Okay. So, in that manner slowly amplitude decreases and finally pendulum comes to rest. So, this is about damping oscillations and 3 cases. In next class we will see what is the energy dissipation in this damping harmonic oscillator. Generally we take under damping case, and what is the power dissipation, and also what is the relaxation time, and also what is quality factor. All these things we will see in next video. So, share with your friends, and if you have any doubts you can write in comment section, those will be answered.